Good evening, I'm Jessica Crawford. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday night. Well, we begin tonight with breaking news. Beaumont police right now are investigating a shooting in the 2500 block of Broadway. Sergeant Cody Guidry tells KFDM it's near an apartment complex. EMS is working on the victim and will take him to Christus Hospital, St. Elizabeth. Guidry says the gunman left the scene and police are now searching for him. Stay with us on KFDM.com and, of course, on air for new details. Well, tonight there's just one more hour to vote in this year's City Council, mayoral, and school board elections. KFDM's Kaylee Cunningham joining us live right now from Rogers Park from the polls right here in Beaumont. Kaylee, what are voters saying?
Jessica, right now I'm outside of Rogers Park. There's just about an hour left, like you said, left to get here and vote. Polls are open until 7 o'clock. As you can see behind me, there are still plenty of supporters out here advocating for their candidates. As for what's on today's ballot, there are school board races along with city council and mayor. Like I said, polls are still open for another hour, so there is more than enough time to get out here and vote. As you can see, Rogers Park is still filled with campaign signs, campaigners advocating for their candidates. I spoke with a couple supporters who say they've seen hundreds of voters out here today, which they said is really impressive since there are a lot of races that only have one candidate in them. So they still were really happy to see hundreds of voters out here to support their city council, their mayor, and their school board. Like I said, you can still get out here and vote until 7. If you haven't voted yet, there is still time. You can get out here, vote for your candidate, and results will start to come in shortly after 7. If you stick with us on KFDM.com and join us again tonight at 10, we'll have some of those results for you. Back to you, Jessica.
All right, well, thank you so much, Kaylee. And tonight, voters in Vidor are steadily filing in, filling out their votes. One major topic, the bond for a new high school. KFDM's Elaine Kong is live in the studio with us right now, and she spoke with voters earlier today. Elaine?
Jess, I spoke with many on both sides of the $73.5 million bond. Many say this is one of the hottest topics in years, and voters are anxious to find out what the final results are.
There's no need for this bond to pass.
I feel that it's the right thing to do.
Vidor community members for and against building a new high school stood outside Vidor Junior High School promoting their side to voters.
Below information. Thank you. Thank you.
My information is
Yeah,
Jonathan Healy is on the Citizen Action Committee. He wants the bond to pass.
We felt that a brand new high school in Vidor would allow every student coming through Vidor to have an opportunity to go to a new school and to benefit from what's going on there.
There's lots of other ways that they could try to earn the money for it.
James Liston voted today against the bond.
I'm already against how much I pay in school taxes, particularly since I don't have any youngins of my own going through the school district.
He says taxes are already too high, but both sides have one similarity when it comes to voting.
No matter which way this bond works out, I'm just proud of the community for coming out and voting.
Stay with us on air and online as we update you on the outcome of the bond. I'll be live in Vidor at 10 tonight, so stay with us for that outcome. Back to you, Jess.
All right, well, thank you so much for that report. And as Elaine said, you can go to KFDM.com for election results. In addition to the Beaumont and Vidor elections, candidates for City Council and School Board are on the ballots in Port Arthur, and a number of other locations will be bringing you live team coverage all night. Well, those in Vidor are remembering a young boy and raising money to lay him to rest. A 2-year-old known as Baby Wyatt was confirmed dead Friday after first responders rescued him from a pond near his Vidor home. Family and friends sold links, chips, and sodas today for $5 to raise money for funeral expenses. Those at the link cell say that they can count on those in Vidor to help out whenever needed.
The community has rallied around them so well, and we are so thankful to live in this community that we live in. We always try to help our neighbors and anybody that's in need, and this is definitely a need.
And if you'd like to donate to Baby Wyatt's family, you can donate to the Memorial Funeral Home in Vidor. Well, Jasper County deputies say that a man has surrendered after firing shots at an officer last night. They've identified the man as 34-year-old Kevin Boatman. Deputies say last night around 8, a woman found a vehicle crashed into a tree at FM 2800 east of the Westlake community. The woman stopped to see if the driver was okay, but the vehicle was empty. That's when the woman heard shots fired from a wooded area. One of those bullets struck her vehicle and she left and called 911. When a deputy arrived at the scene, more shots were fired at him from the wooded area. Officers say Boatman, the shooting suspect, gave up around midnight. The story was provided to us by our media partners at KJAS Radio. Well, a Hampshire man has died following an early morning crash in Orange County. The Department of Public Safety is identifying that man as 28-year-old Brian Ray Camacho. Officers say around 2:40 this morning, the Orange Police Department was investigating a multiple vehicle crash on I-10 near MLK. Due to the congestion, a truck, tractor, semi-trailer was stopped in the inside lane when it was rear-ended by Camacho, who drove a Nissan pickup truck. Investigators say the driver of the 18-wheeler wasn't injured. Camacho, the driver of the pickup truck, died at the scene. Well, Carrie Cooper joining us now with a first check of the forecast. Carrie?
No, Jessica, it's been a wonderful day. It doesn't get much better than this. We've got light winds, sunny skies, low humidity.